Hello everybody, my name is Devin with student ID number 4111213141. Today I will discuss about network protocols, the language of the internet. So in this presentation we will learn about the what are the network protocols and how to use them. So the first part will be the digital postal service and data transmission. For the first part for here, protocols in this category will act like the mail carriers of the internet. They will determine how the data is addressed, moved, and prioritized. So first will be the IP or Internet Protocol. How it works is it will assign a unique address to each and every devices and also will route data packets globally. And when to use is always because it's the universal standard for the modern internet communication. Second, we have IPX or Internet or Packet Exchange. How it works, um, it's old novels legacy protocol that use device physical MAC address for routing. When to use is it was used during legacy and retro gaming eras, where it is ideal for classic 90s games on original hardware due to its zero configuration setup. Next, for the data transmission. First, we have TCP or Transmission Control Protocol, which is a connection-oriented protocol that performs a handshake to ensure every packet arrives perfectly and in order. So, if how when to use this protocol is if you want to prioritize accuracy. Accuracy is non-negotiable in this case, for example, such as web pages, file transfers, and email. Whereas UDP, User Datagram Protocol, how it works is connectionless protocol that would send data without confirmation and does not prioritize the delivery or the accuracy, and it will prioritize speed over everything. When to use is speed is king. Um, when you are live streaming online gaming, voice over IP calls where the lost package are just simply ignored. Now, the second part, the traffic cops manage the network. These protocols help devices join the network, find resources, and maintain smooth operation. First, we have DNS, or Domain Name System. How it works is it will translate human-readable domains like google.com into numerical IP addresses, which is computer-readable. When to use is every time you want to use a browser, basically it will eliminates the need to memorize complex IP addresses. ICMP or Internet Control Message Protocol. How it works is basically send health reports and error messages between network devices. When to use is basically when troubleshooting. The most common command is ping, where you want to check if the host on the other end is alive or not. NAT, network address translation. How it works is it will allow multiple devices on a private network to share a single public IP address. When to use is on your router, which is essential for home networks, enabling all your devices to access the internet through one connection. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. How it works is basically a server automatically assigns or lease an IP to a new device joining the network automatically, or you could configure it within a range. So when to use is standard home or office networking to avoid manual IP configuration headaches for each and every devices. Third, we have UPnP, Universal Plug and Play. How it works, it will enable device to automatically configure port forwarding on a router. And when to use it with home convenience to simplify setups for devices like game consoles and smart TVs. But note This is what would lead to security risk because it bypasses all the firewall rules. For part 3, we have the specific tasks and connection management. These protocols handle specialized functions such as transferring files, browsing the web, and managing Internet Service Provider or ISP connections. The most common is HTTP or Hypertext Transfer Protocol. How it works is it is a fundamental protocol for requesting or receiving web pages between browsers and web servers. When to use is every time you browse the internet or API calls. They will always use HTTPS for enhanced security through encrypted communication. SMTP or Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. How it works is responsible for pushing emails from a sender side to a mail server. It only handles outgoing email but not receiving it. When the use is basically if you want to send an email. Now for file transfer and connection management. So first is FTP, how it or file transfer protocol, which is a dedicated protocol for moving large files between clients and servers. How when to use if you want to upload something to a website, to a files to a website or a server, it will use this. But for modern security, which is SFTP or SSH file transfer protocol, is preferred due to its encryption. FTP doesn't have the encryption. Triple PoE, point-to-point protocol over Ethernet. How it works is encapsulates triple P frames within Ethernet to manage subscriber connection for ISPs, often requiring a username or password. When to use is initial internet setup, commonly used for DSL subscription or fiber internet providers for authentication and connection management. That's it. Thank you.